Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Deeper Than Code. I am Shelby,
I'm Chrissy.
and this is.
And I'm Big Papa Code.
Oh, we love it. And today we are talking DNA drama, the future of human design. What does that exactly mean?
What it means is at the end of the day, we now have technology that allows us to be able to edit DNA. So that is a big topic that's going to be more and more important over the next few years.
Okay, cool. So, that's just another word for genetic engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
How did it go from just being a cool discovery to now everyone's doing it and it's the new wave?
It went for, it's become the new wave because there's been a lot of advancements in understanding how DNA works. And we've pretty much been able to figure out that DNA is the building block of everything. And it's the code of life at the end of the day. And everything around us uses DNA, whether it's humans or food or it's, wheat and this and that and the third. All of those things, have DNA inside of it. And so if we can tap into it and make changes to it, we can kind of bend the world around us to our will. Within reason.
That's why the Chick-fil-A chicken's like that.
Yeah, and it's DNA. Disgusting now. Have you tried it? The new, Chick-fil-A changed their chicken. I'm not making that up. The world
you can
knows.
Check that. That's Googleable.
I believe you.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste the same anymore. It's the fries don't even taste the same. It's
the fries don't taste the same?
No, the fries. I stopped for a fry and a Coke not too long ago. Wasn't hitting for anything. But so because we're using it, we can find it in people, plants, foods and stuff like that. What's scary about it? How could it go wrong?
Well, here's the thing that could go wrong. It's the main thing that'll go wrong is it's just a moral situation, because you making all these changes, etc. We always think we know more than we know. Mm-hmm. And we're in every single generation, we realize, oh, we were actually wrong about that. So really start making some of these changes. We don't know what the side effects of those changes are going to be. So playing God in that way, or making all these different edits to DNA, who's to say what the outcome of that's going to be?
Okay, yeah, I had wrote a question down about that. So are there any humans? No, that's the wrong question. So you had mentioned something about unpredictable ecological impacts. What does that look like?
Unpredictable ecological impacts. Well, let's put it this way, right? When we go ahead and and let's say we edit the DNA of oranges or apples or fruits, etc.,
which they're already doing.
Which they're already doing, and then we go ahead and we introduce that into the ecosystem. Who's to say that doesn't have some impact on the foliage around it and make some massive change to to the environment? We don't actually know that because we haven't done it before. So if we do it now, if we're not careful, we could ruin stuff.
Right, but we kind of are doing it right now, though. We just don't know what that crazy outcome would be because it hasn't been long enough for us to tell.
Exactly, we're doing it. And it's been being done for, especially on a large scale, since the 2010s. And it's done a lot of good. We have done a lot of good as a result. There's I can't remember the exact year, but there was going to be a famine in India and Pakistan. But because they made changes to wheat, which we use in pretty much everything.
Yeah.
They crossbreeded this wheat with that wheat and then did this other thing or whatever the case may be. And it made it so that the stalks were shorter, so they're less likely to fall over and blah, blah, blah. And that multiplied the yield by 4 or 5 times. These are all Trump type numbers. I'm not making them up, but but you know how Trump talk did it 8 times or whatever.
And it's just
Who knows? Maybe
what?
It was 2.3. I don't freaking know, but it stopped. But it did. If you look it up, it did stop. Famine in India and Pakistan. So there's been a lot of good that we've done, and also there's certain crops and stuff like that notoriously is hard to keep up with, but making some changes have made it so that we've been able to farm them faster. which can help us feed more people, which is one of our problems in the world, is that we keep making more and more humans. So we got to make ways to feed them more effectively and to make it cheaper to like produce this stuff. So, but there does need to be some reason, because like if we overdo some of the changes, who knows what that's going to do.
Okay. And also too, in this same subject, you mentioned something about it being able to cure certain stuff. Like, can genetic engineering do that?
Yeah, because they have medicine right now that like will stop certain genes from like allowing itself to be expressed. And also there's certain genes like the sickle cell trait or whatever the case may be. A lot of Black people have that, where, you know, they can go where what they want to do is they want to actually identify the gene and not allow it to appear in the baby. Cancel it out, with the embryo, whatever, so it doesn't develop and there is no sickle cell. Because there's a lot of other genes like that. Like I have like G6PD. A lot of Black people have that too.
What is that?
It's a glucose 6 phosphate deficiency. Yeah, it's nothing special.
Sounds special to me. So but when you say that, I'm like, where do you buy that at?
The only thing that makes it like good is that a lot of Black people have it because it makes you immune to malaria. Right, but aspirin will kill me.
I don't want that. Oh,
whoa!
Yeah, I can't have aspirin. Anything that thins your blood, I can't take it, or I'm gonna die. And there's certain beans that like
to say it like that is crazy. Don't ever say it like that again.
I'm just saying it's true.
That's crazy.
If I
now people know what to do.
If I pass out right now, do not give me an aspirin. You're gonna kill me.
Don't do it on my time, though. Not here. Like, I'm not set up for stuff like that. Don't pass out here.
Give me Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? I could do Tylenol, but no.
I can't do naproxen, so I completely understand.
Which naproxen isn't that
it's a ibuprofen.
Is that ibuprofen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you would know.
Yeah, that's why I immediately looked at her like, say it.
Yeah,
like,
ibuprofen.
Yeah, I'm like,
you can't have any like blood thinning medications. Just period.
Anything that thins your blood, I can't have. Aspirin being one of them.
Well, while we're on this subject, I want to dive a little deeper into the designer babies.
Designer babies.
So, yeah, like what are they?
Don't let Angelina Jolie find out about those. I could see her getting like a whole new group of like 10
kids.
Yeah. Anyway,
I feel like she. Never mind. I'm not even already started on it.
But yeah, designer babies. I mean, that's just a cute way to say at the end of the day that people are gonna treat their baby. It's like, you ever play like a video game and you could like create your own player?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sims.
Yeah, exactly. That's people are gonna do that with their babies. Like, you know what?
Who wouldn't want to do
Let's
that?
go ahead and let's change that. Let's make that a blue pair of blue eyes. You know what? I want my son to be 6'5". Make him 6'5". You know, like just doing random stuff like that, because they can just, if they really want to, they can, make changes to DNA. And that'll affect the outcome of the child. So. And
how long have they been doing the designer baby thing?
How long have they been doing it? I mean, I don't know the answer to that. What I do know is that these things are becoming mainstream. The ability to be able to do it. I don't even know if they're legally allowed to do that now. I would probably say maybe they're not. But I know, like, from some of the companies that I've been looking at, et cetera, they are making strides forward with doing more of that. But who knows if that's but I would say personally, this is my personal opinion. Try to separate, like, if I'm saying like a fact or a personal opinion, I think designer baby thing is immoral. Personally.
Really?
Yeah,
why?
I do. Because it's like, I don't look. This is going to be where my non-scientific brain turns on for a second.
Okay, I love this part.
Because
what's tea?
Yeah, because
Yeah. What's tea?
What's tea? Please drop it.
Yeah, because I'm a Christian, so I just like, it's just a little thing about, like, I don't know, doing too much. Playing God with, like, babies in the womb and stuff like that. It's a little bit too much. I'd be one of those crazy people like, no designer baby for me. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. You know?
No, for sure. Because I just feel like I asked that because is there anybody standing right now that we know was made in a designer baby way that's like flourishing in life is like pretty cool?
Probably a lot of the elites,
right now.
Right?
Who knows?
Yeah, like it could have been you.
What does that mean?
The designer babies that like preventing genetic inherited diseases like Parkinson's and stuff
Yes.
That's a positive though. That's where it's like that whole
That's where it works.
That's where that whole question
With
comes
the
in.
blue eyes and the 5.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
not 5. What's a good height?
You ever seen
6'4".
Gattaca? Have you seen Gattaca before? You got to watch Gattaca. So Gattaca's this movie, right? Where this whole thing has got out of control, and they've created like a whole like hierarchy in society where like everywhere you go, you have to like scan your DNA. And like they don't even let you like decide what you want to be in life. It's like based on whatever your genes say. So, but that just opens up more doors. They don't give it to you, but you can't even try if you don't have the right genes. So like,
So what